morning. I'm Charlotte Jones, co-host of the John Telford Detroit Show, coming to you every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock on WJZZ Cool TV. Also streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Dr. John Telford is a former Detroit Public Schools superintendent, a former world-class athlete, conqueror of Olympic champions, a championship track coach, poet, newspaper columnist, a longtime civil rights crusader, and author of 7 books. Creative Insubordination, What Old Men Know, The Will Robinson Story, The Poetic Prancings of Mad John, The Poet Emperor of Earth, and his explosive autobiography, A Life on the Run. Plus, another upcoming poetry book, Athletes, Activism, and Apple Boughs, a Detroit poetic epic. His books are available on Amazon.com or by calling 313-460-8272. That's 313-460-8272. Dr. Telford has been called a legend and also a lightning rod for controversy, a recipient of the City Council Spirit of Detroit Award and the Joe Louis Foundation Spirit of the Champ Award. He was named Wayne State University's Alumnus of the Year, and a Detroit track is named for him. His email is drjohntelfordedd@aol.com. That's dr.johntelfordedd@aol.com. Dr. Telford also has a show on WCHB AM 1340 that airs on Saturdays at 9:30 in the morning and Mondays at 6:30 in the evening. That's on WCHB AM 1340, Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and Mondays at 6:30 p.m. And now, without further ado, I present to you that old native Detroiter, the one and only Dr. John Telford. Good morning and welcome to the John Telford Detroit Show. Dr. Telford is not with us today, but I am here. I am holding it down for him today. And today we are interviewing my son, rapper Young Rado. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You are welcome. I am going to play some of your music. While we do that, tell everyone else a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Young Rado, the Godfather. I'm a Detroiter myself, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, 41 years of age. Over 25 plus years of doing music. I won awards. Won an award for his song called Make Sense. That we probably might play later. But
Yeah, we gonna play it.
Father of 5. And I'm working hard, just pushing and aiming towards getting this music out and traveling and doing all that. But yeah, that's pretty much about me, Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. He's. I'm looking for the song. You just sent it to me. I have a lot of emails every day. I delete some and then I get so many more. Here we go. Who Am I is his latest single. Let's listen to that. Are you moving chairs? Where you going?
I was told to move chairs, so.
Oh. I'm like, where you going? What you doing? Just get and move over. Here we go. This is his latest song.
But they more like Samuel L. Jackson, cause you know they be acting. My flow is so stone cold, every bar be intact. No Easter soup over here, sucker, I don't never slack. Work on my skills, now it's my turn, I had to be patient. Now the flow is supersonic, yeah, I'm on my Gary Payton. Eyes wide open, pay attention and remain focused. That was my turn with the mic and I'ma seize the moment. Separate the boys from the man, gotta stay consistent. Now I'm the batter up and I'm aiming for the fences. I kill all niggas, no gloves, no mask. Cut the trust me, you don't want no smoke. I be your boy fat, like a singer singing off notes. My shine, it was earned, it was never handed. And like a person with no legs, y'all really can't stand it.
I survived, still alive, to no surprise. I hold a pen, don't cross the line. I'm seeing better now. I used to be down. Look, who am I survived, still alive, to no surprise. I hold a pen, don't cross the line. I'm seeing better now. I used to be down.
Okay, we're not gonna play the whole song, just a little taste. So, what made you write that song?
A little taste. Well, just loving hip hop and being a fan of hip hop. I love metaphors. I love bars. I love putting things together like that. So to write that, with that type of beat, the energy, the vibe, the piano, it all just came together like that. And then also, that's a little taste. You want to get the whole thing, you gotta go on all the platforms to get it. But I got my partner CJ Green on there and Boski. They came with their parts and it just meshed. So, but overall, to answer your question, metaphors, bars, just the whole hip hop energy, kind of like more of a old school.
Yeah, it's got a nice
feel.
beat to it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I know people would think that I would say that because I'm your mom, but I am his biggest fan and I am his biggest critic.
Oh,
so.
Man. Tough. I done gave my mom some stuff. She's like, nope.
Don't like that. That don't sound right. I don't like the way you did this. So, but I'm not going to have my child put something out. If you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to tell you honestly and truthfully. And I'm not going to have them put something out and it's not worth, I wouldn't buy it and I wouldn't want nobody else to buy it. So, I mean, I'm helping him put out his best product. And that's how we got the awards that time. But anyway, so how you feel about the music industry, about the music about the music you put out for the industry?
I feel great about it. I mean, when I put music out, if you ever listen to one of my albums, you get a range of music. So you'll get maybe some lyrical stuff, and you get some stuff for the ladies, and you get some stuff for the clubs, the pop crowd. You'll get a variety of music. So when I put an album out and put music out, I put out the best music. I take my time by writing my lyrics. I take my time picking my production out. And I try my hardest to give people the best music possible. So when you ask me that question, I say I feel great about it.
Okay.
I work hard at it.
So how's the music business going for you? Are you getting some success, or I know before pandemic you were starting to pop, but what's going on now?
I mean, it's going pretty well for me. As far as when it comes to, in 2019, I won the IMA Independent Music Award all over for Best Hip Hop Rap Song Makes Sense. So that was 2019. Right now, I'm currently working on my album. Called Seen It, Lived It, Done It. And I spawned a few singles off that already. The Who Am I is doing great numbers. That's doing real well. And I had the opportunity to work with some up-and-coming talent that's actually doing really well down in the Atlanta area. So that's going real well. Right now I have 5 features I'm working on, and one of the features is, I really can't speak too hard on it, but
it's a secret.
yeah. Well, one of my business partners, L Hustle, in May. I can't speak on it, but it's going well.
Well, you say you're working with some guys in Atlanta, that being CJ Green. Who else are you working with?
CJ Green for the Who Am I video. Chris Pop, he's an artist also that's doing some major things. And then on the hook of Who Am I that y'all heard singing, that's Boski. He another good talent from down south that's doing some major things also.
So you all had, there was a movie out called Rotten, filmed in and around Detroit, that you and L Hustle had a song in the movie. So how'd that make you feel?
You know what, just sitting down and just watching the movie and hearing the song, it make you feel pretty good. Everybody get an opportunity to hear your music. And the thing about that, Rotten, it was packed. It sold out the whole weekend, and I think they kind of re-released it at the movie theater, the Phoenix in Detroit, and it sold out again. So it feels good people hear my music and getting the opportunity to hear what we do.
So I watched the movie on Tubi. It's called Rotten, if you want to go watch it. And the song that's in the movie is called Inappropriate.
That's correct. That's on El Hustle's Hip Art album.
Okay.
Yeah, feature me.
Okay. Now you co-wrote that, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So, speaking of the music industry, do you get upset when you see a less talented artist get the notoriety and airplay, or get the big money record deal, and you're independent and you're doing it on your own? Do you get upset when you see other artists that may not have as much talent as you?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. The reason why I don't get upset is because things have to catch.
Right.
All you need is that one hit.
That one hit.
That one hit. You see these commercials. I think it was a Geico commercial. Whoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is by Tag Team. The Morrison guy, Return to Snacks. It's just about getting that song to catch. And I think in today's social media world and TikTok world, if you can get that one song to catch, then all your other music that's out there gotta catch later on. So it just caught for them. Can't be mad.
Can't be mad.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of songs. I think there was an episode of Stranger Things that played a song that was a decade old, and now these people are getting record sales beyond compare because of this show. And that song was 10 years old.
Yeah.
You talked about you working on some things you can't speak on, but what are new projects are you working on?
Man, we're busy. We're real busy.
Mention some of your other artists on the Jones Park.
Oh, the Jones Park Music Group. All right, well, I'll speak on that. We got my
I came up with that name. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I got my cousin Van Co. His single's coming out real soon. What is it called? What is that single called? Past Life.
He has one on it called Don't Judge Me.
Don't Judge Me.
It's my cousin too.
Yeah, it's called Don't Judge Me. We had some name situation, I thought, but anyway, it's called Don't Judge Me. We shot the video in October with incredible images, so we're getting the video done. We're gonna drop that single early this year. We have also another artist called Eric 3, which is my son. He has a song called The Villain that we actually have done. We're just waiting to get the video done and kind of get things together. I'm waiting on him, but that's hot. Van Co stuff is hot, and those are the artists for right now. Good quality artists.
Keeping it all in the family.
Yeah.
If other artists are interested in being on the Jones Park Music Group label, reach out. Only if you're talented.
Gotta be talented. And also you gotta be willing to work.
Motivated.
Because
it's not easy. It is not easy. Anything that you're trying to do, if you're going to do it and do it right, you got to put that work in. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So, talk about we talked about the IMAs, and you won the judges song for judges favorite and fan favorite. First, talk about where you came up with that song, and then how did it make you feel to win for that song?
The song makes sense. Well, I'm born and raised in the city of Detroit. I'm in the area still. So, the Make Sense song, it's a blue-collar, song that I made for the everyday people that work hard, that pay bills, that have kids, that deal with stuff, that, hey, we in Michigan, it's cold, in the snow, whatever it may be. So I made the song for the everyday people that work hard and don't get the credit. I think with Hollywood being the way it is, it's always glitz and glamour, jewelry, this, that, and this. Make Sense is for the everyday people that work hard, that, like I said, that pay bills and do all that stuff, and just trying to make a way. So, yeah.
So, you're watching WJZZ Cool TV live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. So, I am going to play the song, and then a little bit of the song, and then I need you to tell me how it made you feel if it decides to open up. It doesn't seem like it wants to open. But you can talk, I guess, and tell me how that made you feel to win.
It made me feel amazing. I wrote that song, 100% wrote it. Speaking on those topics, like I say, it's a bar in the song. Gaining haters means that people envy your living. Just pray for them, stay focused, and keep handling business. That's kind of how it is. When you're living in this world, it's a lot that you have to deal with. And you do have to pray and stay focused on your goals. So, like I said, that song is for the everyday people. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's more everyday people than there is, Hollywood type people going on. So that's what the song is about.
Well, the song won't open. We are at the mercy of our computers and whatnot. It will not open.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to keep trying to play it because it's a good song and we want to see what it was that he won for. But, it won't open. It keeps saying wait, so I don't know what's going on with that. But, okay, let's get back to your questions. I mean, we have technical difficulties. It is what it is.
Yeah.
How did you get the name Young Rotto, the Godfather?
Interesting, yes, that. So, the Young Rotto part, is kind of like, so when I first started rapping, my rap name was E Dorado.
What was that about?
E Dorado was pretty much, around the time when I really got mainly ready to start rapping. I was into the Nas, and they was doing more like the Firm, and they was doing more the Italian type thing. So they, the Desperado and using the Italian slang. So since my name was Eric, I said I'm gonna be E Dorado. So that's kind of how that came around. So, and I was like very bar orientated with my flow. So after a while, I kind of changed everything up and I kind of swayed what I was talking about from back in the day to a newer style. So I had to change it. So I just became Young Rotto. Now, I've changed it again from Young Rotto to Young Rotto the Godfather. And the Godfather part came more so from a job I had where I was like super good at it, like super duper good. So I got the name The Godfather. So from the job, so I just kind of put it all together. Young Rotto The Godfather.
So there's another artist. Okay, we might have it. Hold on. From Exodus. There's another artist called Young Rotto, and as a
okay, there we go.
Wait, let me say this first. If you're listening to Eric's music on Amazon or wherever you stream your music from, there's another artist. He'll come up and he'll play. If the music starts to sound bad, that is not.
You can't. Yeah. Okay. You said it, not me.
As a consumer, not as his mom, but as a consumer, the music was playing, and then this other guy came on named Young Rotto, and I called Eric. I was like, "What the hell is this? This is horrible." He was like, "That's not me, Mom. It's not me." So you will instantly know the difference. Trust me. I like this song.
That's instrumental. That's instrumental.
Oh, you sent it to me.
Oh.
There it is, the instrumental.
Oh man, okay.
That's okay. It's got a nice flow with the smooth ballroom flow. Yeah, that's what you sent me.
Okay.
You want to send me the other one? Well, even at that, it's still got a nice flow to it. What they used to say on American Bandstand, it's got a nice beat. You can dance to it. I give it a 97.
Okay. Okay.
That's what they used to say on American Bandstand. So we going old school, bringing that back. So you won the awards. You felt great. Did that validate you? Was that validation for you that you were doing the right thing? Going in the right direction with your music?
You know, I always thought we was going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, like I said before, it's just about catching. You know, and you know, but with that song being there and being able to get some credit for that song, people to recognize it as a good song, that did feel good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I know you've entered like I think some of the radio stations have this. What do they call it? Flip it or dip it or what is it?
You know,
hit it or
yeah, I get
something.
it.
Yeah, they have. Do you which means do you like it or don't like it? And I think you were at work one night and somebody called you and said your song is on the radio, and you won hit it or quit it or something like that.
Very high rating,
right?
Like 90-some%, and like 10% didn't like it or something like that.
Right.
So
and that was Make Sense, wasn't it?
That was a song called No Apologies.
No Apologies. I thought Make Sense did it too.
Yeah.
No Apologies is a good song too.
Yeah.
Whichever one you can find me, I will, and you send it to me, I will play it.
Okay.
So, when do you write music? Is it for yourself, the industry, for the fans, and how do you determine which direction to go in?
It's about, well, Makes Sense. That was straight about how I felt. I think the best music is made based off how you feel. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think that gives the fans the opportunity to get to know you, get a feel of you, stuff of that nature. So I think it just so-called happens that I'm relatable, I guess, to a certain degree to certain people, you know. So it's from me, it's from the heart, you know, it's how I feel, you know, it's how I live my life, you know. But, you know, I think I'm the everyday type of person, you know. I think I'm the blue-collar person, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree, so you can feel me, people can feel where I'm coming from.
In the song, you say something about the haters won't see your shine. And people always say, well, why you don't have support or blah, blah, blah. And I say it's because people that don't have dreams don't recognize what a dream is and don't know why you're trying to pursue something. They say stuff like, oh, it'll never happen and blah, blah, blah. How do you push past that? Because I know you got, I mean, not necessarily haters, but non-believers.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big thing going on, I think, you know, especially with people saying, well, if I got Facebook friends, why I don't got this and that going on? I just think that it's just, you know, the way I push past it is I just keep pushing, keep believing in me. You know, I got this thing, as a football player said, Terrell Owens, I love me some me. So with that being said, by me loving me some me, I'm going to give you the best of me. It's over 300 million people in the United States. You know, if it ain't working here, I'll go there. I'll go there, or I'll go here. So just because these people don't like what I got going on, don't mean they don't. If I feel like I have something good, I'm gonna share it to the world, and it's been working for me. So that's kind of how I push. I mean, you know, everybody is not gonna like you or like your music or whatever.
Or your books. Speaking of which, this is my book, Ain't Always for Apple, an erotic adult alphabet book. I have 3 books, but 2 that I roll with. Volume 1, which is this one, and Volume 2 1/4. So get the books. I had to throw that in there because John usually throws it in there at the beginning of the show, and I didn't because it didn't go like that.
Well, so, I have the book. Please don't. I told the kids, him and his sister, I told them, do not read the book. Can't read it.
Can't read it. Don't read it. And then he's so hard-headed. He was like, well, I tried. I looked at a few pages, but I could. No, but I told you not to. I told you not to. Because people don't think that their mothers know about things like this because the book is erotic, okay? Mm-hmm. So.
I have it, but I haven't read it. But I heard you're good. So I definitely would say check it out.
All right. So you said you try to write music. Now I know there's some songs, sometimes you do try and find a fit for your songs, like to accommodate other genres, like the changing the beat to a techno. And tell me why you did that. Which song was that you did that for?
I actually, It's gonna be a song on my new album called "Get on the Floor." It's actually a remix off my first album. It's called "Bounces Back." I did it, and the reason why I did it is because just to attract a different crowd. When you put them songs in them hot mixes, it's people get opportunity to just hear your music, hear you. They can Shazam it, and they get to see, oh well, Young Ronald, okay, that's okay, and then once you do that, you get to kind of broaden and build your fan base. So there's some strategy behind what I do. But Get on the Flow, then I have Party to the AM, which that song is being played on the Detroit Heart Radio right now, which is doing pretty good. That's another one I did. That's a pop track. Yeah, so I did that one and fixed it up to, fit a certain crowd.
So you have because I know I was trying to play your music for somebody, and I ran across another version. It might have been No Apologies, and I'm like, I don't like this one the way this one is. Somebody, if you didn't change it, somebody changed the beat, and some DJs will take your song and do that.
They will do that for the crowd.
Yeah, but I didn't like it because I'm used to the one that's played on the video. That's the version I'm used to.
Yeah.
And then playing it. I think I was on YouTube trying to play it, and it was a different beat. I can't remember what it was or how it went, but it wasn't the original.
You never know.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what this is, because I played it and walked in the kitchen, and I was like, what is that? That's not. And then you started singing, and I was like, oh, I guess that is it. But no, I didn't. It wasn't. Nothing was wrong with it because the person I was playing for, they liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's all that they've heard. So then I played the other one. I found it, and they liked that one just as well. But the first one you hear, the first one that they play on the radio, that's the one that you usually are used to. And then you go and find it somewhere else, and it's not what you want. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear it how you heard it originally.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
I got you.
Yeah. So, but I didn't care for that one. I liked the original one. So, the IMAs, they're not going on anymore, are they? I think pandemic might have shut them down.
I actually submitted a song off my album, All Nothing Now and Never, called Daydream, and I didn't get it that year.
The next year.
Yeah. And I haven't heard anything else from them.
Yeah, I think I looked for it and I didn't see.
Yeah, but I'm registered, so if something happens, they'll let me know.
As am I, and I don't have any music. Just trying to find Eric stuff and put stuff out there. I am on a lot of hip hop websites, emails. I actually have a couple of them that are following me. And actually, somebody asked me, because I have a picture on my website with 50 Cent and my book, and they send me stuff saying, can you listen to my music? I can listen to it, but it's not going to mean anything. It's because I have no pull in the industry whatsoever. It's just from me trying to find things for him. I'm on those hip hop venues and websites and stuff.
Very well appreciated.
You're watching the Dr. John Telford Detroit Show. John is not here today. He had car trouble. And we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Did you find the other version of the song? Sense. Yeah, it makes sense, because I would like them to hear the words, because the words that mean something, that they speak to people.
Gotcha.
So, okay, well, do you find yourself trying to get a hit song, or do you just go with what speaks to you? I mean, the goal naturally is to get a hit song, but I guess when it comes into play is when you get a hit song that speaks to you, or a song that speaks to you and becomes a hit. Mm-hmm. I think Makes Sense is that type of song. That's why you won those awards. You just didn't get the play that should have came behind that. So.
Yeah.
So are you looking for us? What?
I'm looking for it.
No, not that. Just answer the question, boy.
No, as far as when it comes to that, so I submitted Makes Sense. That came from the heart. when I wrote it. I submitted Daydream the year after that, and it came.
He
from the heart.
didn't want to submit Makes Sense, but I pushed, and he did, and he won. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
Have to put that out there.
So I say that it just comes from the heart. You know, I mean, it's my life. You know, so if I get you a club song, the club song is from my perspective. If I get you any type of song, you know what I'm saying, it comes from my perspective. So it's from me. Now, if it become a hit, you know. But overall, I pretty much try to, you know, write based off how I feel from my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I will. I mean, you know, if the money's right, I'll write you a song all day long. But I mean, overall, but it comes from my perspective. You know.
Yeah, some of the times, I mean, writing, I know sometimes you show me your lyrics, tell me your lyrics, and I'll change a word here or there. I've done it for El Hustle. I changed the word here or there. The song just flows better. And they like, oh, thank you. No, you get a Grammy, I want a Grammy. You wouldn't have had to.
Hey,
I want writing credits up in here.
You're absolutely entitled to it also. That's kind of
Right.
how it works. You want your percentages, huh?
Right, you get a Grammy, I want a Grammy. I'm gonna be up on stage thanking God and my mama too, shoot, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
But your words sometimes, and this is something that him and I go through. He tries to put too many words in a song sometimes, and there's a better word, one word, and it'll flow better. And that's what I usually listen for.
And she wants a Grammy for that.
I want a Grammy. Yeah, I want a Grammy.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
No.
But overall, that's what it is. I mean, it comes from the heart, and that's just kind of why I take it. You know.
So do you come up with a verse and then try to find music, or do you hear a beat and then you go find some words to go with that beat?
Nope, beat.
Beat first?
Beat first. I'm gonna tell you, the hardest thing for me as an artist is the first line. After the first, like, I hear the beat, I'm like, okay, all right. When I get that first line, that's it. I can go all day. But that first line is the hardest for me. Yeah.
See, when I write, I'll have an ideal in my head, be like, oh, somebody should say that to somebody in one of my stories. And then I'll write a whole thing around it, which I guess is weird because, you know, you have one line. And is that how it is? You have one line and it's like, oh, this is bad. This has got to be a song. Or sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say some, like, I'll come up with some metaphors and I'll write them down. But overall, you know what I'm saying? It's
Beat
that
first.
Yeah, that first line. That's what kills me. Yeah. But I hear it. You know, as far as when it comes to, I have bits and pieces, like, I probably got about 20,000 lines in my phone right now. I write all the time. I'll be somewhere and I'll pull over and I'll just, let me write that down before I forget it. Yeah.
You ever wake up in the middle of the night and you think of something and then you don't write it down and then the next day you can't think of it no more?
Nope, I write it down.
You write it down. I started doing that too,
Yeah.
write it down. Which, you know, I kind of write lyrics too. I just write. Mm-hmm. And like I used to be in school doing my work and I'd write something down, then I'd be like, I wrote that in my notes on world history. I done wrote a song lyric and I got to go look through all these papers and find it. So I understand the creative mindset. When you get ready to write, you write. And I have started doing that. Or I'll tell it in my phone to Siri so I don't have to find a pencil or really get out of the bed. Just grab the phone and write this down, Siri.
Really? You can do that?
Yeah, you could tell Siri to do
Interesting.
anything. You don't got to get up. Just grab the phone and push the button and be like, take a note. You got a note.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day, say.
Right, I do that all the time. Speak more on Jones Park Music Group.
Okay.
Tell the story really of how we got that name.
So if you follow me or a fan of me, you know, my dad passed away a few years ago. My dad was a very big inspiration to me even doing music in the first place. My mom as well. My dad was a musician more so. He was talented.
Mm-hmm.
So when he passed away, you know, we kind of had to go over his things and everything, and we grabbed his tablet, me and my sister, and he had a video, and he had his house set up like a park, 'cause he had a nice big house, kind of like in North Michigan, and it had a pond in the backyard, a basketball rim, and he had a few things going on.
About 12 acres.
Yeah, so he would take pictures and be like, "Hey, welcome to Jones Park," and he'd show it and all this and all that. So that's pretty much how I came up with the name Jones Park Music Group. It's based off my dad and his house. Yeah.
Yeah, he called it Jones Park. I just thought that was a good name for a record label, and then it pays homage to him.
Yeah.
A little bit, because, you know, like you said, the music thing started from him.
Yeah.
You know, even though we didn't make it in our marriage, he was very talented, and without him, I would not have my kids or my 6 beautiful grandkids. So, yeah, he deserves some credit in this. Do you have any upcoming events or any new music you're releasing?
We got so like I said, we have 5. I'm working on 5 features. 5 features. Then also I'm working on my mixtape. It's called For the Streets. That's gonna be For the Streets. And that's gonna be nice.
What kind of songs you putting on something called For the Streets?
Something for the streets.
Like, is it gritty?
It's
or,
gritty. It's
oh,
gritty.
okay,
It's
yeah,
gritty.
you
It's
know.
gritty. If you heard my Bounces Back and you heard my All or Nothing Now or Never, it's nothing like that. This is gonna be something completely different.
You got a couple of songs on there. Mind on My Money, Money on My Mind. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's a little, I ain't gonna say gritty, but it's a little street.
Yeah, we just submitted that song to be on a movie not too long ago. And but I have 5 features. I'm working on my mixtape. It's called For the Streets, and I'm also working on my album called Seen It, Lived It, Done It. So that's what's next up. 5 features, a mixtape, and an album. And we're gonna be kind of hitting the streets also. The first stop is gonna be Cincinnati, Ohio, when it gets a little bit warmer. And we're gonna just be out there, just shaking hands, meeting people, stuff like that. Just trying to get the word out organically. You know, I'm an independent artist, so you know I have to get out there and do things like that. Meeting the people is the most organic, raw thing that you can do. So that's what's up for me. And I might put together an album release party around August, around my birthday. But that's what's going on right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say Eric E3 and Vanco, they have some stuff coming out. Are you all releasing y'all stuff around the same time, or?
Well, with Vanco, we just waiting on the video to get done. We want that video to get done first before we put the song out. Promo, you know, work together. So Vanco, and he's writing. He had about 5 or 6 songs written, ready to roll. Also, Eric 3 is always writing. He got about 20, 25 songs done. You know, it's just a matter of just getting him ready and focused to roll. But overall, we working. You know, Vanco ready. He texted me and called me. Eric, listen to this. What you think about this? And that's all the time. Eric is always writing. So yeah, we busy. We real busy. And on my new album, it's gonna be about 20 songs.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Good stuff though. But you know what? The thing about it, you won't skip a song. You won't skip a song. Trust me. That's the thing about our albums over here at Jones Park. They're all good songs. Yeah, you get it. You're gonna listen to every song. Yeah.
So nowadays, though, music, an album is done different. There's not a CD anymore. You stream. I mean, are people still putting out CDs? Or?
I mean, some, but overall, it's pretty much streaming.
Streaming,
Yeah.
right? You download it. So, how do you charge? So if I go in and I want to download your entire album, is there a set price for that, or do I have to do $1.29 for each song?
I think like it just depends. So Apple Music is primarily the one that you would go through. I think if you buy the full album, I think you can get it for like $10, $9.99. But if you don't buy the full album, you can get it for like $1.29 or 99 cents,
Whatever
depending on your set price that you want to sell it for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I listen to my streaming service, and I just tell her to play whatever, and she plays it. And I can get you on my Amazon music thing, which I enjoy. Not all your songs, but some of them, which is fun for me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my son.
That's going to actually change. I'm actually going through a few things on that end. We're going to, because of the Young Router versus the Young Router Godfather name change, real soon you'll be able to just, hey, play Young Router Godfather, and they should just pop up with no problem. So I'm working on that.
You have to do like some paperwork or something.
Yeah, just stuff of that nature. Yeah.
Okay. And you told me once before that the other guy came at you and told you was gonna have to stop using that name or something like that.
Well, you know what? It was funny. Actually, this was another guy that was named Young Rado. So, I'm Young Rado. So I forgot where we was on. This is during like the MySpace era, I believe. He was like, "You gonna run yourself raggedy trying to outshine me" or something like that. I was like, okay, all right. And I don't get into all that stuff, man. So after a while, and I'm not boasting or bragging. I think my numbers were a lot better than his, a lot more, streams, views, stuff of that nature. So he changed himself from Young Router to Young Router to Prophet. So I haven't heard anything else from that guy. So, but yeah, it's another young guy. He does the very, very newer style rap named Young Rado, and I was just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get my stuff, Young Rado Godfather. Let me go ahead and get a trademark. So.
Okay, so you're gonna have to do some paperwork.
Yeah.
Get that done, because honestly, I wouldn't say this if it wasn't true, and you could be the judge of this yourself. When you hear him, you're going to be like, no, it doesn't even sound the same. The quality of the music, and he got a bunch of stuff out there.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm like wondering how his sales are or how his plays are or whatever, because it's not good music. It's really not. And
she said, not me. Young Rado number 2 or whatever. You can be 1, 2, whatever. She said that, not me.
It's not. As a consumer, I wouldn't buy it. And I could tell the difference as to what he sounds like and what you sound like. And I'm not just saying that because this is my child or anything. Because again, when he tries to put stuff out that I don't care for, I tell him that doesn't sound like. Maybe I'll start telling them from now on, that sound like the other guy. You might not want to put that out.
Nah.
You might not want to do that because that's not that good. It's not. I'm sorry. Maybe I should stop talking about it, but it's not. So you say you've got some stuff coming out. E3 has some stuff out. What name is he going by now? Is it?
It's Eric 3.
Why he just didn't stick with E3 like it was?
I don't know.
Okay. And then what did he try to be at one time? 3
ball.
That was horrible.
Well, I liked it though. I liked it. The reason why I liked it was because he was actually really good at basketball. So I think the basketball, with him being the number 3, I'm junior, my dad's senior, and he was third. 3 ball. I think that was kind of cool because he played basketball, but he changed it. Yeah.
Well, first off, I didn't see the correlation between E3 and 3 ball. So maybe, you explaining it to me, okay, that sounds a little bit better. But
yeah, he played basketball. He was actually, when he was in high school, he played on a team 2 out of the 3 years he played. So I think the 3rd year, he just kind of was just like, I'm going to do something else. Yeah, he wanted to dedicate more of his time to singing and music rather than basketball. So, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You're watching WJZZ Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, coolest station in the world. So, the IMAs, are there other things out there like that you can enter or?
Well, I know.
And when? Cause
Detroit. Well, yeah. We like I say, my part to the AM song is being played on Detroit Hot Radio right now, and I believe also Las Vegas Heart Radio. They have an award show also annually. They asked me to perform there last year. I think this year, hey, I may win. I don't know. I mean, I may be nominated. We see how it goes. So I have that going on. They're getting really big. Right now, as far as when it comes to award shows and everything, if something happens, I'd be more than happy to enter my music in there. And
Yeah, because it's like Detroit is big for their music scene, and they have something every year. I can't think of the name of it. It's the Detroit Music Awards or something like that. Have you ever entered that contest or awards show?
I mean, it's the thing is this: the IMA thing was accredited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you go on my Google or whatever, you will see that, I won the award and everything. I guess it kind of depends. Like, you can win the awards, but if it's not accredited, that's, it's just something they put together. The thing is that, if I get accepted or nominated or they call me or say, hey, I want you to enter or, be a part of the show, I'd be more than happy to do it. But, if it's not accredited, it's just kind of harder. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you performed at, and I think it was a special event. The music hall had something one summer, and I don't think they've had that again. But
Yeah.
it was for like a pandemic get out type of thing, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess kind of what it was. I actually performed for the first show in Detroit, pre-COVID or whatever, or something like that. It was the first show. So that's what it was. I signed up for it. They liked what I was talking about, and I performed. Yep, it was actually pretty fun to do. I did Party to the AM and another song called LRS That Label. 1, 2, yep, and I had a good time. Yeah.
Okay. But they didn't do it again.
They didn't do it again.
Yeah.
I just think that was for because of COVID. They was just doing something for the people to kind of get out, like you
Get out
said.
the house, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did not come because I didn't know what the setup was, and it was COVID, but they were outside. So
Yeah, it was like it was kind of like squares. So pretty much it was like square space, square space, square space. But it was like far out, so the crowd was actually really nice.
I watched it live, but still. So, do you think COVID? I do, but hindered your. Because you were starting to come up. It was starting to pop, and then bam, COVID. So do you think that hindered you in what was about to happen, what could have happened?
You know what? Yes and no. And I'll say yes because during that time, the main thing was to get out and perform. Get out and perform. Get out, get out, get out. And COVID just stopped everybody from getting out. Like the state was shut down. So from that standpoint, we really couldn't get out here. I couldn't get out here and do what I wanted to do as far as promoting myself and all that stuff. And then I put my new album out in 2020, so it was just like, The reason why I say no is because, the strategies we have in place now is going to make us go further than we ever been before. We have some amazing strategies. That's what we've been doing. We following the analytics real heavy. We see our fan base. We see who like us, who don't like us, what we can improve in, how we can fix this, where to go, who to see, all that stuff now. So we know our fan base better than we knew ever before.
Okay. So you think social media is a hindrance or a help?
It's a help. It's more of a help because you can get a crowd you wouldn't be able to get if you was just out in the streets. Like you can promote yourself heavy on, I'll say Instagram, for example, and you can touch people that's in Houston, LA, here, there, versus if you in Detroit, so you're gonna get in that certain crowd.
Right.
So it's definitely a help.
Yeah, I have, when I had the show, my own show, I had people in Africa,
Yeah.
Venezuela, and when I used to get into it with Warner Brothers about, you playing our music, it wasn't a matter, people think, I don't own the rights to the music, but that's not, they don't care about that. What they care about is you're putting the music out to somebody in another country. That's the problem. And every week they would stop the first, whatever the song played for, the first minute and a half, they would block it and then do the show. A couple of times they took it down completely and I had to be arbitrated in order to get it back. I'm not using it for profit. I'm not selling anything with your music. I'm just playing it to introduce my show. So that's the issue. So in case you ever wondered, that's the issue I had. And you're right, you can reach people all over the world with social media. Although trying to get followers or likes, it'll drive you crazy. So I think that is a problem for people too. And speaking of social media, where can people get your music? Where can they reach out to you on social media?
I'm on all the platforms. As far as my music, go to my link tree. It's called linktree.com/Young Rado. YOUNGRADO. I'm on Instagram at young_Rado_the_Godfather.
That's a lot of underscore, but go ahead.
I'm on Facebook. My page is Young Rado the Godfather. I'm on Twitter at Young Rado the Godfather. I'm on TikTok at Young Rado the Godfather. And you know, truth be told, you can just type in Young Rado the Godfather on any Google or Yahoo, and I'll just pop right up. Yeah. So that's how you get my music. Is my link tree, my videos, my interviews, and truth be told, you can get all my social media on my link tree page.
You have a YouTube thing too, don't you?
Yep, YouTube. Type in Young Rado the Godfather.
Okay. That pretty much covers it. All your social media. What's coming up next? You did the video for Who Am I? What's the next single and the next video?
The next single from my new album, Seen It, Lived It, Done It, will be Black Kings. I'm doing a single from my mixtape called Get That Dough. And I got 5 features I'm working on, which will all be singles. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
You for that though, you should do money. What is it? Money on my mind. My mind's on my money, and my money's on my mind. You should probably put that on there if you talking about get that dough. Get that money. I mean, this is just my opinion, so I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying, this is just my opinion. So, thank you for being here. That's gonna do it for us.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you. And Dr. Telford also. I appreciate it.
Yeah, John, I know he hates he wasn't here. He really was looking forward to this, and he's gonna be disappointed. Thank you for watching today. That's going to do it for us. I appreciate you for being here, son.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know it.
You've been listening to the John Telford Detroit Show with Dr. John Telford and co-host Charlotte Jones on WJZZ Detroit Internet Television, coming to you live every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. Also streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Contact Dr. Telford at 313-460-8272. That's 313-460-8272. Or at Dr. John Telford, ED.